frantic 911 call around 7:30 p.m. From an individual that was here at the Apollo Beach Nature Preserve, and she stated that there was a young infant, we believe approximately 3 years of age, with an adult male, not sure what the relationship with the child was, and along with her boyfriend who was here. The adult male and infant started wading in the water and got taken by the strong current here at the Apollo Beach Channel, and her boyfriend saw that the adult and child were struggling and immediately, without hesitation, jumped in the water to try to help save the both of them. We are certainly calling him now not a good Samaritan, but our Apollo Beach hero. Fast forward, we immediately launched, we have 3 Marine units here, our aviation units here, Hillsborough County Fire Rescue, who we work so well together, has a boat, has a lot of crews on scene. Coast Guard ends up coming to help us, and we immediately start doing grid searches from this area, trying to look at the current to find out exactly with the time lapse where they may be. A boater who's returning back from a day at sea saw an individual that was in the water, calls us over of aviation, our Marine unit, Hillsborough County Fire Marine unit goes over, and we were able to rescue an adult male. A short time later, less than 5-6 minutes later, the infant was recovered. Immediately took the infant, put him in Hillsborough County Fire Rescue custody, started resuscitation efforts all the way to the hospital, and unfortunately that infant child succumbed to the water, didn't survive. Efforts right now, we're continuing our efforts right now to look for this missing hero. Also working diligently, our detectives are on scene now to try to figure out who the infant was and who this adult that he was with is in fact, and what their relationship may be. We don't know that right now. We do have our Apollo Beach hero identified. Unfortunately, I can't give that name out yet because we haven't notified his family yet. So ask for your patience as we do that. But again, couldn't be more grateful for his heroic actions. Unfortunately, the current was just that strong that he wasn't able to attempt any rescue efforts either, as good as and pure as his intentions were. It's summertime in Florida. It's hot. We all want to be in the water. We want to cool off. But please, when you have areas that are clearly marked, no swimming, it's for a reason. And I'm asking every parent out there, don't put an infant child near any type of moving or open body of water without having a life jacket on. That's where there's rules in place when they're on a boat on this type of water. Please, it's summertime. Let's all be reminded that yes, we want to make those memories with our family, but safety has to be paramount. Safety has to come first before we take one action to enjoy each other in the water and try to cool off here in the hot Florida sun.
So, Sheriff, the original adult male that was in the water with the child survived. We were able to rescue him?
No. Unfortunately, he had succumbed to the water and the heavy current, strong current as well. So
we have 3 dead.
We have 2 deceased at this time. We have the infant child that we believe to be approximately 3 years of age. We have an Indian male that we recovered. He is deceased. He has succumbed to the water. Again, still searching now. You see the activity behind me. We're going to be out here for a while. Between the Coast Guard, Hillsborough County Fire Rescue, we have 3 Sheriff's Office boats. Our aviation was here. We were fortunate that the Tampa Police Department aviation came out to give us a helping hand too, to have more light, more eyes out on the water. We're using our FLIR, our active system that identifies heat signature, to see if we can find anything And right now, as we expand that search out, we're going to be here and see what we can do to recover this hero.
Sheriff,
big
can
of
you
an
talk
area are you
about how
searching?
long you guys are going to be out here and how long before this becomes a recovery versus search and rescue?
That's a good question. With the current as strong as this, with us already recovering 2 of the individuals involved and both of them being deceased, I don't think I'm being premature by saying the likelihood of this individual being alive is probably slim, but we're going to give him every ounce of hope we have by staying out here at least for several more hours, again, until we go into this search and rescue. Right now, we're going to do everything we can to locate him and hopefully recover him.
And this is dangerous for your crews that are getting into the water too, because they're in the currents and
Our dive team is out and they're in this water, and they said the same thing, that this current is extremely strong. The winds, it's the current is not only rough, so is the wind. We have a heavy chop out there, and they're struggling too in the water. So we're keeping them tethered to the boats as we continue, but they have all the safety gear in place, but they're struggling too. They're working out here too, trying again conduct this grid search to try to recover this individual, whether he be dead or alive.
How big is the area that you're searching right now? Can you give us a sense of how?
With the current being as strong as it is, we're over a mile out from here. Because the current being that strong, and where we've recovered the first 2 bodies, not too far from each other, we'll work from there and continue our search backwards.
Now you talked about someone that was rescued. Tell a little bit more about that person, who that was.
Recovered. I'm sorry.
Recovered.
If I
I'm sorry,
said
it was
rescued,
recovered.
then I
Okay,
misspoke.
okay, I'm sorry.
The 2 individuals we recovered, we did rescue the 3-year-old, but unfortunately, we weren't able to resuscitate that child. But the 2 we've recovered so far, again, they are deceased. The 3rd person we're still looking for.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Sheriff, we had also heard that there were 2 other potential good Samaritans on the beach who had run out to also try to help, but when they realized the current was too strong, came back to shore and called 911. Did you guys hear that as well? Can you confirm that?
I'm not aware of that. That's certainly very possible. The only information we have is this Apollo Beach hero that we have here that immediately jumped in to try to help this adult and the infant. His girlfriend was here, and that's who we're getting most of our information from. So I will ask our public affairs officers to confirm that, and we'll get that answer for you.
Thank you.
So
Sheriff,
it's
can you tell us
the
how
Good Samaritan lost his life. The child lost his life. Now the missing person right now is the man that was with the child. Yeah.
No, and I'm sorry. I hope I'm not confusing anyone. This infant child and the adult male that he was with have both been recovered, unfortunately deceased. The Good Samaritan who jumped in to try to help the 2 of them, that's who we're looking for now.
And Sheriff, can you tell us how old that man is? I know you can't tell us his name, but how old is he?
We don't know that. I can't tell you his name because we don't have him identified. We don't have the child identified yet.
No, I'm talking about the hero man.
He's approximately between maybe 24, 26 years of age, right in that age span.
And do you know around what time tonight you recovered the adult male and the child?
Yes, it was 8:55. We recovered the adult male, and 9:02, 9:03 is when we recovered the child and immediately rushed him to the hospital.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sheriff.
Appreciate it. We'll keep you updated as we can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Child, male or female?
That's
Little boy. It's Amy.
Thank you, Sheriff. All right.
Good seeing you. How are you doing?
Good luck. Let me know if you figure it out.
You want that?